Yo, YouTube, what's good? It's your boy LaRon, Spotify, all that. It's your boy LaRon, female rapper Lee. I'm back with another video. Look, you already know how this shit go, man. Please make sure that you subscribe to the channel. Make sure that you like this video, all of that. You know what I'm saying? Hit the bell notification, hit all notifications so you're aware each and every time that I go live. So today we're gonna come and chit chat, you know what I'm saying? So Drake released his album today. Well, it's about to be one day, 24 hours. And his album was met with some backlash from a lot of people online that's upset and talking about it, you know what I'm saying? And I think it's interesting because it pretty much shows where certain people's palettes are as far as like when it comes to music. Also, I want to talk about that Dancing doll situation with the woman who was gunned down at the was it in front of the Kroger's, I believe. I'm gonna bring the article up and read that. So yeah, make sure that you subscribe to the video. Also, young Devyn, she got a new record coming out. I want to touch on that. And then Nicki Minaj, Nicki's rehearsing, getting ready and shit right now. I don't know about you, but I love when Nicki be mad low like this when we don't hear nothing, because you know that she's coming. You know that she coming. You know that she dumbing. You know that she coming. Yeah. So listen, make sure that you support the channel. I had to hold on a second. Yeah. Support the channel. Let me throw up my Cash App real quick. Let me do that shit real slick. Let me do that shit real quick. So listen, let me know, what did y'all think about the Drake album? What was your personal take? Did you listen to it initially and you didn't like it? And then maybe did maybe some of the songs grow on you? Are you one of those people where you don't really like dance music like that, so this project really didn't appeal to you? You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like, have an educated argument with somebody when you say you don't like something. Don't just be like, oh, it's whack. Like, what's whack about it? Because you can't say he ain't spend no time, or the producers didn't spend any time on crafting something. Maybe you just didn't like it. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. And it seems as though it's a lot of the hip hop fans. A lot of the hip hop fans is really, really mad at this shit. So I love Drake's new album. It's a great album to smoke to. Yep, I'm about to smoke now. Yeah, take a toke now. Yeah. Let me bring that up real quick. Let's see. So Drake was out doing some promo. Says Drake is trolling NBA stars to react to a 7th studio album. 7 things we learned. I wanted to bring this up by Complex. So listen, let me bring that up. Yeah, a lot of people who I was reading, like my cousins who was online, they was like, oh, he released this because it's LGBT month and he's trying to connect to more gay people. A lot of people really feel like this album is for that. You know what I'm saying? So I said yesterday in my video that I felt as though that Drake was trying to hit a new target. You know what I'm saying? And the people who love that music that he's done over those different beats and stuff that we discussed, like the Take Care of You from Scorpion and stuff like that, the Thank Me Letter, like those Rihanna collaborations, those heavy, people love those songs from him. I'm telling you, tonight when I was out the store, I heard somebody playing the album in their car. So listen, the right people will listen. It don't matter. And what I also learned too, a lot of people be secret fans. All them people who did reactions to it, they still streamed it and gave the song streams. You know what I mean? So you still helped in the major scheme of things, like no doubt. You definitely did. I just wonder what his numbers is gonna be on this though. Hold on. All right. So Complex did an article. They said 7 things we learned from Drake's new album, Honestly Nevermind. Let me get this over. Hold on. All right. So it's been less than 24 hours since Drake's surprise release new album, Honestly Nevermind. After a few spins, we shared our first impressions of the album, including our picks for the best and worst songs, which you can read here. Well, I do want to read that. But now it's time to start jiggling a little bit deeper. What does this album tell us about Drake's career? Where is his head at? What has he been listening to? What does this say about popular music in 2022? As the album settles in, narratives starting to develop, and we're learning new things about Drake and the modern pop music landscape around him. For one, he's been influenced by house music from various regions across the world, and it seems he's starting to strategize his own career differently, warming up to the idea of making concise, sonically focused albums instead of attempting to please all of his fans at once. Ooh, before diving into more in-depth reviews and collaborator interviews next week, we put together a list of 7 things we learned from Drake's new album, Honestly, Nevermind. Let me spark my blunt so we can get in the stunt. Yeah. All right. Yeah, make sure that you subscribe, hit the bell notification, support the channel. The Cash App is up there too. So look, let's move forward. So as the album settles in, narratives are starting to develop, and we're learning new things about Drake. All right, I read that already. Okay, strategize, honestly, never mind. So then that's the track listing. We've seen that already. All right. So Drake's been listening to a lot of Jersey club and dance music from all over the world. Honestly, Nevermind draws influences from various club music and house scenes like Chicago house, Baltimore club, Detroit club, and more. But that stuck out immediately was Jersey club. Yes, I heard that heavy on there. Heavy. And you know what? So I'm gonna tell you this again. Go and do your research. Subscribe and listen to Peyton Marie Charles, right? She do a lot of videos, and she posts a lot of Drake songs that they rework. They'll take his songs and make them remixes into like Jersey club type music. So what Drake has done, I believe, is he's got hint of that. He's been aware of it, and now he's creating his own music. And I think that's dope. You know what I'm saying? Capitalize and get your own money and have your own producer put something together for you that you can sell. Like, you know what I mean? So Jersey Club has been around the tri-state area for decades, and it was popularized by DJs like DJ Lil Man, DJ Taj, DJ Slink, and more. It sounds like Drake may have taken a trip across the Hudson to Newark and Jersey City because he's incorporated some of the scene's most recognizable sounds on the album. While Jersey Club does have some similarities to other club scenes on the East Coast like Baltimore Club and Delaware Club, there are certain unique sounds that separate them. The bed squeaking sound that's in the background of Currents is an unmistakable marker for most Jersey Club tracks. I love that sound. And the heavy thumping sticky is also commonly used in the scene. Thanks to TikTok grappling onto the Jersey songs and beats for viral dance trends, the synth has slowly gained national attention, which might have been one of the ways to get on Drake's radar. Let's see. Regardless of the inclusion on Honestly, Nevermind marks a major moment of national visibility of scene, says Jordan Rose. So the next thing they said, Drake was uninterested in making the rap album everyone expected. Yes, you got to do the music that's coming from the heart. So I appreciate this project. Certified Lover Boy wasn't the album that many people hoped for, and it didn't receive great reviews. So many people assume that Drake will return on his next project with a mission to prove himself. We expected him to rap with a chip on his shoulder and to come through a bunch of hungry rap verses like he gave us on Jack Harlow's Churchill Dawns. Honestly, Nevermind is far from a rap album that many suspected it would be, though in fact he rarely raps on it at all, only spitting on 2 of the songs. There are no ops on the project, and Drake's paranoia is kept at bay for most part of it. Instead, the records represent itself an experimental house album in which Drake spends most of the time singing over up-tempo beats. Drake swerved left and delivered a concise pop-leaning summer album when everyone thought he was getting ready to rap. It seems like Drake has been listening to criticism concerning the metonymy of his music and decided to switch things up. All right. So it says Gordo, Black Coffee, and other electronic producers shaped the house music sound. So Drake doesn't have a long history in house music, but he brought an impressive crew of producers to shape the album sound. Black Coffee, a DJ and record producer from South Africa, is credited as executive producer, and Gordo, the new house music alias of the artist formerly known as Carnage, has credits on half a dozen of his songs. Gordo got me on the wave, Drake raps on Sticky, hinting that the producer may have been the one who pushed him so heavily into the house music sound on Honestly Nevermind. Drake has a long story with Carnage and calling this producer his actual brother a few years ago, so it seems like he may have connected the dots. beyond Black Coffee and Gordo and some of the usual Drake collaborators like 40, Keith, Vinyls, and Cute Beats, Drake's also called on following producers on the album's house music sound: Bunox, Alex Lustig, Kid Masterpiece, Richard Zatzinger, Rampa, Emmy, and Clower. So Drake really dug into this shit. He knew what he was doing. He knew what he was doing, and that's why I was saying, like, yesterday when I did the review of the album, very high overview of the album, and I could just was like, okay, this is not whack. I didn't enjoy his last album, but I felt like with this, I seen what he was aiming for. You got to be able to see to get the bigger picture. I seen what he was aiming for on this, and I understood the mark that he was trying to make. So not all of the songs I like, but you know, he has some songs on there that I felt like, okay. All right, so I hate when I stop in the middle of a damn sentence. Now I gotta find it where I was at. Let's see. Drake didn't respond to Certified Lover Boy Backlash, Honestly Nevermind, but it doesn't seem to. Wait, Drake didn't directly respond to Certified Lover Boy Backlash on Honestly Nevermind, but it does seem he heard some of the complaints. There was chatter that his reign might come to an end if he kept rehashing old styles like he did on Certified Lover Boy, so he swerved left and made a house music album, switching things up. He worked with dance music producers, pushed him out of his comfort zone, and he doesn't sound like he's going through emotions anymore, which he did at the lowest points of CLB. On songs like Tie That Band Binds, I love that song, and Flight's Book, he's more loose and experimental, and he's been getting he's been more experimental than he's been since the beginning of his career. He's clearly rejuvenated. This is a strategy that artists like Kanye have used to stay creatively inspired and avoid stagnation deep into their careers. And Drake's reign might last even longer than anyone expected if he keeps taking these risks. I think it's definitely a risk, and I think it's brave, you know? So Drake has always been great at adopting new styles to stay relevant, dabbling in everything from UK drill to dancehall, but he's never tried a subgenre, which as much commitment for an entire album as he did here, and it's saved from falling into the stylistic rut. Yeah. Hold on a second. Stylistic rut. So that was that. All right. So he's finally stopped trying to please all his fans on each album. Yeah. So listen, during Drake's 2019 Rap Radar interview, he talked about why his newer albums have been so long, explaining that he always wants to satisfy his two main groups of fans on every project: people who like his rap records and people who like his pop and R&B songs. That got him in trouble on projects like CLB, when he tried to make every fan happy with a bunch of different styles, but ultimately lost focus and ended up bloated, directionless album. On Honestly Nevermind, he picked one sound, singing over records, and stuck to it, unbothered with appeasing his rap fan base. This represents a potential new strategy for Drake and would fix some of the new problems he bogged down with his last few projects. Instead of doing everything on each album, he could focus on singing throughout an album like Honestly Nevermind and come back several months later with a bunch of rap records on a Scary Hours project, which he hinted at in a radio show Thursday. Yeah, he did hint at, for a Scary Hours project. He, mentioned that was going to be coming. So be on the lookout for that. All right. He likes to bark. And then it says there are shades of more life. So in some ways, Honestly Nevermind sounds like a natural evolution of More Life. While More Life definitely had more rap songs on this one, both albums find Drake experimenting with singing and dance-oriented sounds that he hadn't tried before. That's why I think that the album was where the songs I like. While More Life is well suited for intimate day parties, though, Honestly Nevermind sounds better equipped for dimly lit dungeon raves. Drake says he considers More Life a playlist instead of an album, and that's likely because he has so many different sounds inspired by various genres like dancehall, soca, beats from other regions like the Caribbean and UK. Honestly Nevermind, meanwhile, sounds more anchored to specific house and club scenes and utilizing different global sounds, making it more concise and focused than More Life, while also revisiting some of its core themes. There are a few songs on the album that sound influenced by More Life, songs like Passion Fruit and Blem. Many Drake fans also look at More Life as a very summertime album, even though it dropped right as spring was blooming to wait, spring was beginning to blossom. Well, spring goes into summer. Come on, you know you gotta have the song in spring if it's gonna go to the summer. You gotta have a damn sure shot hit. If you dropping a song in the summer and you want that shit to heat up quick too, yeah. But typically a person, they launch their summer song, it would have been launched now. Especially if you got some shit that's gonna run it. Remember, everybody was mad when they said Hot Girl Summer was late. Remember that shit? They was like, everybody was upset when Hot Girl Summer came out late. Didn't that come out like August, September, or some shit like that? Everyone is making excuses for Drake. This album is not even good house music. Wow, I'm not giving brownie points for trying, but he still failed, says Britt. Let's see. That might be something like Nicki had her pop album. Yeah. I mean, I told you guys that when the hip hop fans, when it comes to Nicki Minaj, I know that shit. She can't even go to Summer Jam and perform her pop records. It's that the hip hop fans are so thirsty. See, Drake. I'm not happy that he's experiencing it, but see, people understand what it is. What happens with Nicki is that everybody follows her record to record. They follow Drake record to record, and then when he does something that you don't like, then you be quick to call it whack. Maybe you're just not into that music like that, and I think that is truly what it is, because honestly, and it's not even a diss, when you ask a person why they don't like a song, then they can't really tell you why they don't like it and just say that it's whack. That's not really enough to me. I'd be like, okay, you just one of those, you're a surface scraper, and maybe you just don't like it. You understand what I'm saying? But typically it has something to do with it. And I'm glad that I thought about this. This is a thought that always rolls through my mind all through my life, right? So when it comes to my brothers, right? We grew up in the house, gospel, hip hop, R&B, right? But me, I love pop music. I think my brothers did like some pop music too, but not like, I love pop music. I love different types of music. I love reggae. I love dancehall in the early 90s and all of that, right? My brothers, they don't really like that reggae shit like that. You understand what I'm saying? And that's why I think that it might just be like, everything is just not for everybody. Some people I know, they be like, oh my God, that shit give me a headache. I'm like, no, I love that shit. I think what it is that people don't understand they don't understand the dialect, and they end up probably being burnt out or whatever. I don't know what it is, but I've always loved Caribbean music, like even in the 90s when it wasn't even like popping or like even dancehall was big like that. So I can compare that to a person not liking dance versus like, yeah, you just probably don't like that genre of music. You know what I'm saying? What's up, Aisha? Everyone is, let's see. The background music is distracting. I don't know. It's still 40 people here. You know what I'm saying? So listen, let me continue on with the article. I think it's almost done. I'm about to cut it off anyway. So listen. All right. Let's throw that away. Now, I wanted to find this other article that let's see, give me a second. There was the other article that I peeped that Drake was saying he responded to. It was an interview he was recently. Just give me a second. I just literally seen it. Drake. Let's see, Nevermind. All right, let's see. Hold up. Give me a second. All right, so Hip Hop DX. So I got it. Okay, give me a second. Got it. All right. So Drake responds to Honestly Nevermind reactions while teasing Scary Hours 3. How the fuck did I forget that? Yo, you're a crazy motherfucker. Hold on a second. Let me do something real quick. Get that off the screen. All right, so Drake responds to Honestly Nevermind reactions while teasing Scary Hour 3. Drake may have dropped his seventh studio album, Honestly Nevermind, by surprise on June 17th, but he's already looking ahead to its next release. During the debut episode of his new Sound 42 Sirius XM radio show, Table for One, that aired in the lead up to the midnight release of the aforementioned LP, the OVO rapper revealed that he's readying a new Scary Hours project. I'm about to play you an album that means the world to me, he told listeners while introducing Honestly Nevermind. It took us about 7 months to make, maybe, and it's something that I always wanted to do. I don't really want to over explain it. I just want to play it because it's a bunch of music that I love. He added. I got another Scary Hours pack coming too in a little bit. Maybe not right now, Labs. I need you to just take this in right now. But I have a Scary Hours. I'm gonna slap some heat tops off with this Scary Hours pack. So Drake took 6 to 7 months to make. Honestly, Nevermind. A poetry book is on the way. A poetry book is on the way and has another Scary Hours project in the stash. All right, so an EP series made up of loose but no less popular material. Drake released first Scary Hours in 2018 featuring God's Plan. Oh, that's where that came from? Becoming a chart-topping diamond certified smash and was later included on Scorpion and Diplomatic Immunity. A sequel arrived in March 2021 containing What's Next, Wants and Needs featuring Lil Baby and Rick Ross. Yeah, I remember them. Lemon Pepper Freestyle and let's see, What's Next earned Drake his ninth #1 single on the Hot 100. Yeah, so where's the part where he spoke about people not understanding? I'm trying to get to it. Come on. I can't find it in here. If I find it, I'll pull it up. But yeah, let me turn this music off for a second because it's starting to distract me a little bit. All right. Whew. All right. Damn. So let me see. That should be making me feel like, when the sound is going, I'll be feeling like I can't stop because if I stop, I feel like I'm gonna lose my rhythm. Something is wrong. I don't know. It's probably better if I do that. If I'm not actually like doing a live, it'll probably be better that way. You know what I'm saying? So let's see. You said him dropping this reminds me of when Nicki said in her interview, "You got to stay true to yourself." True that. No, I like all. So Britt said I likes all types of music. Most of the songs on Drake album were repetitive. The beats. He did have some songs that sounded kind of identical. That is true. Listening to parties, it was boring. Yeah. So listen, Drake said that he understood that, he didn't really care if people didn't get the album. If people didn't understand the album, he was like, eventually they will. And that's one thing that Nicki said before too, when she was coming up, when everybody was hating on her when she first came up, she was like, they'll get it, they will. And then people ended up getting it. You know what I'm saying? Let me look up this article on the Dancing Dolls. Article on the Dancing Dolls. Hold on a second. Let me get into that real quick. Yeah, that shit was sad. I heard about that. One moment. For Black Enterprise. Let me see how that looks. Okay. So update, 16-year-old dancing doll Daishea Hall from Lifetime's Bring It shot and killed outside of Kroger in Atlanta. 16 years old. Damn. That's crazy. What do you say to your to your babies or your nieces and your little cousins and stuff when you constantly keep seeing these stories about like, whether stepfather's doing it or some shit like that, or like, how do you wish them well and to be like peace? It's kind of like, I don't know. You know what's so weird with me, right? I like when somebody be like, I'll see you later. But I don't like when they say be safe. It just gives me this bad feeling like something's gonna happen. I don't know. Do you ever feel like that? Or is it just me? Because I'm very meticulous. I don't stop people from saying that to me, but I don't like when they say be safe because I'm always going to be safe. But I just don't like that shit. I feel like it adds something. It puts some shit in the air. That's how I personally feel. It puts some shit in the air. Anyway, so 16-year-old Daishea Hall from Lifetime's Bring It shot and killed outside of Kroger in Atlanta. Sad. So this is from Black Enterprise, June 16th. They posted this yesterday. So, Black Enterprise has learned that DeKalb County Police has identified victims of a shooting outside of a Kroger shopping center in Georgia as Daishea Hall, 16, and Javante Wood, 17, in critical condition, who are critical, according to WSB TV. Diana Williams of owning of Dancing Dolls took to Facebook post with a heart-wrenching tribute to a member of her dancing team of the hit Lifetime show Bring It, which aired 5 seasons, confirming that Daishea had passed away after an accident. This child had an effect on all of us and left something with all of us we will never forget, Williams wrote. These girls are just not dancers, they're family, they are our kids, and they are our students. They are part of us forever. The team was featured on Lifetime series Bring It. Where are the Okay, okay. All right. Police released images of the persons of interest in the white car they were driving. So the Cobb County investigators also confirmed that the victims in the shooting outside the Kroger is related to the family members involved in the shooting outside of the Grady Memorial Hospital. The same night, DeKalb County police say that the cases are not connected. Anyone with information, they give that information. As previously reported, another Dancing Dolls, Shakira Gatlin, 19, was fatally wounded by gunfire at home on the February 2nd in the 100 block of Barnes Street in Jackson, Mississippi. Police disclosed that Gatlin had been shot in the head while an underage male was mishandling a gun. Damn. You know what? You ever know somebody who passed away from a mistake or something like that? I'd be so mad when that shit happened to people. Like, especially something like that could have been prevented. And it's like, damn, now you're not here no more. That shit is messed up. You know, the girl at my job, we was talking about, like, every time, we're trained to believe that there is an afterlife. Not saying we train, but we have faith and we hope that there is an afterlife, right? But what if there is no afterlife? So I told you how one of my coworkers said that to me. So then one of my other coworkers, she came around and we was just having that conversation again. We just, for some reason, I had brung it back up again. So then I had said it to my coworker. I was like, let me ask you this, because this is what she said. I'm like, you know how, we're, you go through life and you're always feeling like there's an afterlife. What if there is no afterlife? And she's like, what? She was like, I'm not going to see, it was just how she felt, how I felt. But I never really thought about it like that. Like, what if when it's lights out, that's over? Like, you don't know. And I think that is, do you think that's scary? Like, what happens? Like, you don't know how you're going to die, but it's like, that shit is kind of interesting, though. It's interesting, but it's kind of scary too. And it's like this, right? Let me say this too. So, either you don't take care of yourself and you eat bad and you just have some random heart attack or some random health ailment that takes you out, or you take your vitamins, you do really good, and then you live until you're old as dirt, and then probably gonna break your hip or something before you go out or something. That's what happened to my damn grandfather. He was like 90 years old, and that's what happened to him. It's like, as soon as that shit happened, he broke his hip, and that's when the pneumonia set in, and it was over. Like, it's something about people with being active, and when you elderly, because look at the elder people in your family, they be scared to fall. They don't want to fall. That when you start getting up to certain ages, them falls be serious. You got to be careful. Yeah. I don't know how I got into that, but so yeah, they talked about Shakira Gatlin. She was gunned down in Mississippi by an underage male. Authorities questioned the young man and expressed that the shooting was accidental. This is a sad turn of events. Our prayers go out to the Dancing Dolls. I wanted to see. I want a better article than that. For some reason, I just don't. Let's go to Revolt and see if they got something better. All right. So, team from Lifetime hit series Bring It shot and killed in Atlanta. Let's see if they offer up any different type of verbiage or information. Let's see. All right. So, according to Fox 5 Atlanta, on Sunday, June 12th, 16-year-old Daishea Hall died after being shot outside of Kroger in DeKalb County. The teen appeared on the popular Lifetime series Bring It, which aired in from 2014 to 2019. The show followed the Dancing Dolls, a black youth dance competition team from Jackson, Mississippi, along with, come on, Get off my shit. Hold on. All right, the show followed Dancing Dolls, a black youth dance competition team from Jackson, Mississippi, along with their coach Deanna Williams, often referred to Miss D. Following the news of Hall's death, Williams had posted on Facebook. We read that already. She was fearless, and she will always try to elevate herself. Everyone else in the dollhouse. She was always encouraging her sisters and motivating everyone. The coach continued. She was my dashiki, Williams said, as she finally remembered Hall. So her post ended with a simple request. Please keep her family, friends, and the entire Dancing Dolls organization in your prayer. We are not okay. Man, these little black girls is being taken out like you don't. I'm telling you, and it's as simple as it sounds. It's like you just throwing something in the trash. It's like you just throw a piece of paper. You get mad. You just, you know what I'm saying? It's like lives are just being taken so easily. Like it's just a slice of pizza. Like it's just, like you just walk into the store and just open up a little bag of chocolate and just take one of them out. Like, I did that shit when I was younger. You know what I'm saying? But they just taking people out like so easy. Like I don't understand that shit, taking people kids out, taking them out. Like, man, understand why some people stay to themselves and they go to work and they come home and they stay to themselves. That's kind of like my vibe. I don't get too close to people. I just don't, like, nah. Nope. I don't answer phone calls from people who I don't know either. So don't ever try to sign no funny shit on me. It ain't gonna work. Ever. Don't try it. It ain't gonna work. It don't. So, man, this shit is just sad. Every day you open up, it's like, you know, it's like sometimes you could look for like good news, but it's always bad news just peeking out every day. I feel like every day I open up and look at every day that I open my phone up and it pop open and it's the neighborhood talk, there's always some story about some woman being, you know, attacked or taken out by her man, or some child being taken out by some man or something like that. We gotta get this shit together, man. And it's like a lot of people, they like to focus on the shit that don't really matter. That's the what really matters is why our, and me and my barber was talking about this tonight. And I was just like, I think there is a pathology behind the dudes who do shit like that though. You gotta think about it, right? Let me tell you something. When you truly loved, and I don't know if you were ever truly loved by your mom or whatever the case may be, but if you were truly loved and you was raised with love, if a person break up with you, you'll be sad, but you not like, maybe I shouldn't say it for everybody, but I just feel like when you come from a loving family and people love you, you think twice about fucking taking your life or some shit. You might be stressed. Everybody goes through stress. It's a part of life. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not like, I say that firmly. I say it firmly, and I know something. Listen, at my age in life, it just wouldn't happen. I would never take myself out. I would never do that. I would never. What's the point? You already made it this far. Like, what's the point? You know what I'm saying? That shit, nah. You got to work through that shit. You got to learn how to sit with yourself. And so many people who stay in relationships with people and stay around people because they don't want to deal with that breakup pain. No, this is why I love Jay-Z. And like, he always was one of my biggest inspirations. He used to always say, run towards the pain. Run towards the pain. That shit makes you better. If you think some shit, if you've been avoiding some shit, don't avoid that shit. Meet that shit. Meet that shit head on. Fuck that shit. And when it comes to ladies, unfortunately, I'm telling you this. Let me tell you, let me just give you. And you know what? I thought about the ladies today because I thought about something that I did. Let me just tell you some shit that I did, right? What's up, Trey? So listen, let me tell you some shit that I did. So I remember when I moved to Houston, right? And then I was looking for an apartment. So I was telling my homeboy, I was like, yo, bro, do you know anywhere cool, whatever? So he was just like, yo, I got a 2 bedroom over and whatever. He was like, I'm paying 1,400, so just take it and we just split it, right? So, I knew him from very high overview, not personal or anything like that, right? So I'm just follow me and just understand why I did what I did. And I think that a lot of y'all don't move like me. And I'm telling you, when I get a bad feeling about a person, it's over. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, let me go on. So he was like, bro, he was like, my lease is up in March. It was like November. He was, no, it was like September. He was like, you could like come in September and my lease is up in March and I might or may not renew, right? So I moved in. It's one thing, smoking my little weed. He said he advertised the apartment that he wasn't even gonna really be there like that because his baby mother just had another child. They got 3 kids and he don't live with her. She live in a whole other house. That's a whole nother story. Like I ain't understand it. Then it's just like it was one thing after another when I tell you. So it's like a 2-bedroom apartment, two bathrooms. So we supposed to have our own separate bathrooms, right? So the first strike is, the microwave that's in the kitchen. This nigga gets high and falls asleep and shit. I guess he got high, fell asleep, and he kept something on the stove. This was before I even moved there. So when I moved there, the front of the microwave was melted, like plastic was hard melted because he had something on the stove and he fell asleep and it melted the front of the microwave. He never called them to report it to have them fix it or anything because he was just like, he feel like they're gonna charge him. Nigga, they gonna charge you at the end. Why the fuck you ain't just call them and just have them like do it? It just is what it is. You know what I'm saying? So he never did that. So I'm gonna tell you what that led to. So then he fucked up his toilet in his bathroom, right? He didn't want to call them to come do that because then they would see the microwave. So guess whose bathroom he was using? And then guess he had like all of these different chicks he was like fucking with. Then they would be using my bathroom. I would wake up in the morning and go take my shower, go in the bathroom like 6 o'clock. It's mad hair on my toilet. All was like, oh nah. So it was that. We had to have a talk about that. So then after that, got a little better. My cousin came. She went to the Beyonce concert. She texted me because I had went somewhere in the morning. She was like, "Did you pee all over the toilet?" I'm like, "No." She was like, "Yo," so she came from out of town, peeped it. It was just so many different things. But let me tell you something let me tell you the final thing that made me leave. So I'm sitting in the living room with this man. We both smoking or whatever the case may be. And he just telling me like about his baby mother. He was like, yo, bro, tell me why one time me and my baby mom, we was going to Disney World, right? In the family. So we all was leaving from the sister house. So he was like, we got over there and, the kids, they all went to sleep and stuff. And my baby moms, we went upstairs to go to sleep. But he was like, when she fell asleep, I went back downstairs and I fucked her sister on the couch. So I'm thinking to myself, like, you fucked your baby mom's sister. Then after cataloging all the information, he's been with this girl for over 10 years. You know what that immediately did to me? I'm telling you, this is how you rid yourself of situations. This is how you rid yourself of situations. Soon as he said that to me, so I'm thinking so automatically in my mind, if you did that to somebody who you know for over 10 years, you fucked your baby mother's sister on the couch before y'all went to Disney World on a family trip. I'm moving in with you as a roommate. Nah, that means that you would do something crazy to me too. If you barely even fucking know me. You barely know me. You only really know me because all right, because it's like when I moved here, like as a guy, when you move different places or whatever, right? You meet different people and then I would meet different barbers. So it was like we would be cool or we would go out and shit like that. Like when I first moved here, I would go out a lot. You know what I'm saying? So I went out with different people and we would go out, have drinks, go to happy hour and do different shit like that. So people from a surface level is of going out like that. But then when you move in with them, then you realize they have some bad habits. So yeah, once he told me, I'm telling you, that was a huge that's why when people was having that whole red flags conversation last year, red flags been a real thing to me. I'm telling you, when he told me he fucked his baby mother's sister on the couch while everybody was asleep the night before they went to Disney. Oh, I said, yeah, I'm getting out of here. Because if you did that to her, nigga, you might wake up in the middle of the night, open my room door, you might do anything to me. You know what I'm saying? It was already weird shit happening. I remember my broom was missing in my room. My broom was missing, and then all of a sudden it appeared. So then that let me know you be in my room. So then I remember as soon as that happened, that during the day at my job, I was already looking into apartments. I have found an apartment within like 2 days that weekend. This, I moved all my shit out, left my key over the threshold. I had just, and you know what the crazy thing was? You could tell that I wanted to be out of there. Why? Because I moved into my apartment on November 10th. I had just paid rent for the first two. So that was a double fuck you. Like, nigga, I just paid my rent and I'm moving somewhere else. Like, I was like, I'm good. It was some other little things too, some buildups that I didn't like either. And I'm one of those people, especially if I'm a roommate or whatever. I'll tell you this about me. You can tell that I'm a talker, right? But I do get really quiet when I don't want to be talked to either. You know, we all have our funny ways or whatever. Because when I get to work in the morning, like today when I got to work, right? I did kind of I wasn't rude, but I did say it in a nice kind of in a way. I had just got to work and then everybody's just trying to talk to me. I'm like, can I get logged in? Like, damn. And I kind of said it like, kind of in a funny way, like, damn, can I get logged in? Like, can I, you know what I'm saying? Like, y'all, what the hell is wrong with y'all? Y'all trying to like get all this serious conversation started. I didn't even get punched in yet. Like, stop. That's one good thing about me that I do. I slow people down. You ever do have somebody who tries to like people, even if you working and somebody on the phone trying to rush you? Nope, don't allow that to throw you off because then you're not following your protocol. Nope. I love when people try to rush me because I automatically slow down and I don't even do it in a rude way, but I just slow their ass down. I just got here. Like, I'm like, damn, can I get logged in? Hell, I'm not one. Like, let me tell you something. I grew up in a big family. I love my brothers, no matter what dysfunction that we might have or we don't speak or whatever. We grew up as little boys. We was rooted as one. I grew up with a unit. I don't I'm one of those people now that I'm away from home. I appreciate having a two-bedroom because having my own space and shit like that. Even when I was younger, I would find places in our house to just be alone. Because when you got brothers and shit, everybody's everywhere all the time. So I love my alone time. I'm not one of those people you got to talk to all the time. Don't think just because if like I be thinking people get nervous, the nerves get the best of them, and this is why they end up going on dates looking stupid because they just saying stupid shit because they nervous. Don't think just because we sitting across from each other that you have to talk 24/7. Like just be yourself. Your nerves is causing you to just say the stupid shit and then you asking me stupid fucking questions. Like my coworker, I'm telling you, I'm a second away. Like, yo, oh my God. Like she don't even realize and you're an adult and you doing this shit in your 30s. Yo, I went real off sidetrack, right? But yo, every time somebody comes back from somewhere, she's asking them what they did. She's asking them what like they gave out these cards and these cards at work today, and they put like gift cards and stuff to all of the people who were fathers. They did some nice things for the fathers in the office. If you have kids and you fathers, they gave out gift cards to like Papa's, all the Papa's chains, right? So soon as he came out the office, she said, "What'd you get?" I'm like, "Damn." He looked at me like, "Damn." Like, yo, this girl is crazy. You got stop doing shit like that. And I don't like to be questioned. Real talk. Don't be comfortable if you ain't my mother or if you ain't somebody close to me. Don't even set the because when you set the expectation that people can question you, then they keep doing it. Nah. A lot of y'all know that shit. Y'all got people that you shouldn't even be fucking with right now. Real talk. Shorty outside. I felt so bad for her when I walked in. I came from getting my pizza and she was outside crying over some dude. I said, damn, it's gonna be a hot summer because it's hot as hell in Houston. It's hot as hell. Yo, I went and got a pizza tonight. I got this pizza. I wish I could tell you what I don't even the thing is, I'm not even gonna tell you what type of pizza and what was on it because if I tell you the toppings, a nigga like LaRon, you could think you won't tell me the name of the place. Tell me what you ate, and I'm gonna find that fucking pizza just based off the city that you in, and I'll just look up the name of the pizza. Nope, I can't even tell you the name because that's it's just a favorite place. It's one of my hidden gems. And when I tell you I fucked up most of that pizza in the car from the point when I got that shit from the restaurant. When I tell you this is one of the best pizzas I ever fucking had ever. And the toppings are just real and it's just good. Like that shit is good. Let's see. What did Breda say? One boy at my job wanted me to move in with his new girlfriend and her friend. One boy at my job wanted me to move in with his new girlfriend and her friend. I told him I don't know because he don't got a car, still shits from people. See what I'm saying? And procrastinates. No. Why you gonna put yourself in that stress and then y'all probably gonna end up getting into a fight and you gonna have to fuck him up or he gonna try to hurt you. I'm telling you, I see shit ahead. My nigga, If you put in dick in your baby mother's sister and you know her for over 10 years, you've known me for less than a year. You know what I'm saying? You only know me for coming into your barbershop. That's the only reason why you know me. And you know I'm a decent person just because we have conversation. That's all you know about me. And you won't get a chance to. I'm telling you, I've been paying attention to red flags. When people tell you shit, believe them. Believe them. And if people do other people dirty, they're gonna do you dirty too. Bums, when I see them, they make me throw up. And stop asking me questions if I'm dating. Nah, it's not really relevant and it's really inappropriate. You know what I'm saying? I don't talk about relationships with all of that. You understand? And I try to tell people that, like, yo, I try to tell people that because one time somebody kept sending me messages on Instagram like, don't reach out to me in seeking like sex or whatever it is that you're seeking from me, like relationship. No, I seek. I'm a getter. If I want something, I'm gonna go get it. You don't ever have to worry about it. No, I'm not one of those people who see a cute face and gotta have it. I'm not like that. I'm not because there's everybody in the world is attractive in some sort of way, and you can't sleep with everybody. So it's just like a cute face is just like, okay, it's a moment, and then it goes on from there. That's it. That's it. That's all it truly is. Like I don't get caught up in no shit like that. I don't because it's the soul that's attached to it. You understand? Let's see. Oh, you remember that story? Laron, your message is hitting right now. Okay. Let's see. What's up, Latoya? Yeah, I had to turn that music off. That shit was giving me a slight headache. That shit was giving me a slight headache. What's up, small queen? My favorite pizza is veggie pizza. It's so delicious. You like veggie pizza with that white sauce? Yeah, I want some good ass Chinese food, like some shit in a wok. I want some beef in the wok with like broccoli and maybe some bell peppers and onions. No, you can't really put bell peppers and onions with the broccoli. It's either gonna be beef and broccoli or not. But I would like some bell peppers and it bedded over some white rice with that brown sauce over it too. That shit'll be good. I fucked that pizza up. That shit was so good. When I tell you, and please, I don't want you to get in your mind of thinking like I'm talking about a place like Domino's. No, I'm not talking about powdery fucking cheese. I'm talking about this place, and this place is just amazing. Period. Um, the place is just amazing. Period. But it's just real mozzarella cheese, real yeah, real bacon. I can't tell you the type of bacon, but it has real bacon. Like the shit is just official. Like you understand what I'm saying? Shout out to my friend Les. He put me onto this place. He passed away. The shit is just official. That's one thing I can say about Houston. I know some good places to get some good fucking food. Hmm. Let's see. So let's finish up this article. I got sidetracked and just started talking about some other shit. So we talked about she said she was fearless. She was her dashiki. Williams said fondly remembered Hall. Her post ended with a simple request. So we read that already. DeKalb, let's see. On June 14th, local news station WSB-TV reported that the Cobb County Police released images of two persons interested in a white vehicle. I felt like I read this already. Okay, that was a picture of her, 16 years old. That's crazy. That could be anybody. That could be somebody in your family, my family. It really is. It really is sad. And to be honest with you, something like that happened in my area to a girl right before she graduated from high school. The shit is happening everywhere. Let me bring it up for you and show you. Bring some coverage to that. Let me bring that shit up. Let's see. Google. Shit is sad, man. That shit is breaking my heart. Like real talk. Albany. Shooting, and my niece knew this. Do you understand what these kids are going through? And my niece knew this girl too from because my niece is a teenager. This girl is probably just um this girl is just turned 18. Yo, it's crazy. So this girl probably just turned 18. My niece is 15. So, she was like one of those older girls that she would see that went to like the dance classes and stuff like that. And then not even her, then another girl that I know, her sister, her little sister got killed. Oh shit, why did I share that? Not that. No, this is the girl in my state. Listen, this is right before I think listen, I think she might have died right before graduation or right after. I think it was right before graduation. Hold on a second. Come on. All right. So second teens charged in a shooting to the death of China Forney, 19-year-old. 19-year-old Jameer Manning was on bail for earlier weapons charge. The 19-year-old, just look, this girl was so beautiful too. She was on the step team. This girl, so I know these twins, and one of the twins, she has a step team and stuff like that. And she was like one of the girls on the step team. She was going somewhere after school. Yep. And somebody randomly shot her. I think it wasn't intended for her, but they randomly shot her. Do you see what I'm saying? Like this shit is right. You guys think that this shit is just like a one-off type of story that people be talking about on YouTube, and like people just be doing these stories just because. No, this shit is really fucked up, and it's something that's seriously happening. Like, and she's and the only one I could think of before her, I remember was a girl in Albany. This might have been like in 2000. Oh, was that like in 2009 or 10? Like, but her name was Katina Thomas. I'll Google her next too. She was an 8-year-old that was standing on her steps and she got killed. Crazy. You see what I'm saying? Like this shit been going on. So this is China. So she was Albany, a 19-year-old Albany man was arrested on February on gun charges. Now the second person charged with the murder of 18-year-old China Forney. Two people charged with murder. What was the motive? Like, I'm not there no more, so I don't know. From what I heard, they said it was like that. But people get the information. If you ain't really there to get into it, sometimes people just gonna tell you what they know, and they probably ain't really, dig no deeper. But Albany detectives on Sunday arrested Jameer D. Manning of Second Street and said that he was at least one other man fired rounds from multiple firearms as they drove by a group of three teenagers who were standing. Oh yeah, yep. So it is along Essex Street. So she was on Essex Street just standing outside, and somebody was randomly shooting, and that's how that 9-year-old girl got killed too. And I remember it was so crazy. Everybody in our city was like felt horrible for that mother. I remember even one time I had walked by and they was having a service for her and just honoring her life or whatever. And I just went there just to give her mother a hug. Like, you know what I'm saying? Just because I felt like if I'm from the same city, like that's not something that happens every day. A 9-year-old, 8-year-old little girl. I don't know. I think Katino, she was between the age of 8 and to 11. And it's sad when a lot of these people move here from other places. Like I think they were from Guyana. It was a Guyanese girl. So she moved here for a better life. Could you imagine sitting and they lived on, in not a not so good area? And what happened was some boy he was suffering from some sort of anxiety or paranoia or something, and he shot off, and that shit ended up killing her. That shit is fucked up. So yeah. In February, Manning was a part of a group who allegedly disassembled guns and flushed guns parts down a toilet as police attempted to enter the first floor apartment on a residence on Livingston Avenue and arrest them. That's right up the street from where I'm from. Let's see. And earlier, Manning was charged with criminal possession of a loaded firearm, possession of ammunition, feeding device, and tampering with evidence. The four ages are 18 to 28 were released after posting bail, according to police. Despite his alleged efforts to destroy weapons, Manning was still charged, authorities said. On Monday, Steve Smith, a city spokesman, said that in February, detectives set up a perimeter around the house and did a call out. They called out people with the PA public address systems in the car, and all four of the suspects came out of the house and were taken into custody. Asked about police protocol in a situation like that, Smith says situations differ before reiterating how this raid was handled. He didn't know how long it was before all four came out of the dwelling. On Sunday, police charged Manning with murder, criminal possession of a loaded firearm, and reckless endangerment of all felonies. Alvin Foy, 18, who was arrested 10 days after Forney's death, was charged with second-degree murder, reckless endangerment, and weapons possession. Previously pleaded not guilty. It's a beautiful girl. That shit is fucked up. Police have confirmed that Foy and Forney knew each other but have not revealed any motive for the shooting. Two teenagers were standing near Forney and were nearly struck with the hail of the bullets, police said. See? Oh boy. And that happened last year. Let me see. I want to show you another one. So you see that beautiful girl, Shanita, Albany, New York, shooting. Okay, with Shanita. Yep. Now let's bring this one up. This is another girl who was shot. My cousin went to school with her. The shit has been going on. Like, yo, let me see. All right, Central Ave shooting victim identified. All right, so Albany, New York police said a 32-year-old woman shot Saturday night on Central Avenue was identified as Shanita Thomas. The homicide victim was a city of Albany resident. Approximately 11 p.m. Saturday evening, Albany Police Department said that said they responded to a call of shots fired on the 200 block of Central Avenue west of Robin Street. When they arrived on the scene, they found Thomas along with two other women ages 27 and 37 had sustained gunshot wounds. One woman dead. Damn, 4 people injured. That's crazy. That was all during the pandemic. I'm telling you, this pandemic caused a lot of people to go crazy. It caused a lot. It caused a lot of trife. I'm telling you, man. Whew, that shit crazy. So the other two women's injuries were non-life threatening. Shortly after the reports of the shots fired, Albany Medical Center told police 2 men in their 30s had sought treatment in an emergency room for non-threatening gunshot wounds. Police determined that the men had both also been shot in the Central Avenue incident. Police said that the incident is being investigated, but preliminary inquiry revealed that a large gathering had been taking place at that location of the rest of the incident. Police are asking anyone information. Could you imagine a girl went out to hang out? She went to go hang out somewhere on Central Ave. She said, "Where's the 200 block?" That's Lower Central. They must have been like near one of those houses where the old music shop was, probably like across the street. But I don't know who the hell hangs out over there. They said it was a gathering. I don't know, but that's sad because the girl who I remember the girl's sister. I went to school with her, so that's like her little sister, and that shit is just crazy, man. So I don't think they got a picture of her on here, but yeah. So that was that. There's always some sort of crazy story going on with women being, targeted and shit like that. Like, let me just see this. Hold on one second. Let's see. Please make sure you subscribe to the channel, hit the bell notification. Let's see, woman. Hollywood Slayings. Let's see, woman killed in 3 vehicle crash in Humble. Damn. Woman killed in a 3 vehicle crash. That was here. I'm trying to see. Let's see what this is before we get up out of here, because I got like 3 minutes. I'm about to get up out of here because I'm tired and I feel myself getting tired. This is normally the time I start winding down anyway. Shit, I'm off tomorrow too. I'm about to relax and let me see. So my worst nightmare. There's been some horrible stories. Like, oh man. All right. So my worst nightmare came to reality. Mother of woman killed in Castle Hill shooting seeks answers. So Diane Thomas, 19, was one of the 3 women shot inside a car near Blanco Road on Loop 410.
For 160 years, the First Baptist Church of
Come
San
on.
Antonio has worshipped.
Fuck is wrong with them? He looked like a baby pastor. Like he a midget. He probably like 4 foot tall. All right. Where's why it ain't?
As police search for her killer. A call that no parent ever wants to receive, but one mother did early Sunday morning. And now she's talking about the loss of her 19-year-old daughter as police search for her killer.
It all played out at a busy intersection. Dancng Thomas was one of her best friends. Kennedy Brazil died Sunday after they were shot inside their car at Loop 410 in Blanco. A third woman was also wounded. They were celebrating their recent graduation. Danny's mother tells our RJ Marquez she has no idea why someone would do this to her daughter and her friends.
My worst nightmare came to reality.
Valerie Thomas says she received a call early Sunday morning, shortly after her daughter, Deanne, had been shot after a night out celebrating with her friends.
About 5 in the morning, I heard about it, but I didn't know what condition she was in.
Thomas soon learned that Deanne and one of her best friends, Kennedy Brazil, had died in the shooting near Blanco and Loop 410. Another young woman with them was also shot. Castle Hills police described the shooting as a senseless and violent act.
Something that those young ladies did not deserve. They were all 18, 19. They were all ready to start their new lives as adults.
Valerie told us her family had moved out of San Antonio, but her daughter had returned to finish school and get her diploma.
She had dreams of going to the Air Force. She was just a beautiful, happy, loving person.
Deanne was a mother herself and leaves behind a young daughter and an infant son.
I'm going to let them know how much she loved them. I'm going to let them know, that she was taking steps to secure their future.
The shooting remains under investigation, and police have not released any information on possible suspects. Valerie does not understand who would do this and is asking for the public's help.
She didn't put her hands on anybody. There's no trace of violence that can add up to the amount of bullets y'all put in her car. It's just heartbreaking and devastating to have to set up arrangements for your own children.
RJ Marquez, KSAT 12 News.
Yo, that shit is crazy, right? Can I just say something about that one? Hold on.
This is a trust not to be broken.
No, you guys.
Whether spoken with an oath.
Can I just tell you something? I don't want to be rude or nothing like that, but something don't seem right with that one. Is it just me? Is it just me? Something ain't seem right with the mother in that one. Let me go back. Let me play that again. Something ain't seem right with her spirit. Like, she ain't seem concerned enough to me for some reason.
Or seal with a pinky. USAA started with a promise to take care of the military community. And 100 years later, that's still our mission. Always.
Several lines of fire tonight. We start with breaking news. This is the view that you're getting from Sky 12. Flames.
Oh, shit. Hold on. I want to peep that again. I'm telling you, watch this. She just lost her daughter. Her daughter was so young, but I'm not judging her though. No. Let's just watch it again.
The Lucky Eagle Casino Hotel summer giveaways are coming in hot. Sign up for your Players Club card at Lucky Eagle Tech.
Excuse me.
Yeah.
It is a call that no parent ever wants to receive, but one mother did early Sunday morning. And now she's talking about the loss of her 19-year-old daughter as police search for her killer.
It all played out at a busy intersection. Dancng Thomas was one of her best friends. Kennedy Brazil died Sunday after they were shot inside their car at Loop 410 in Blanco. A third woman was also wounded. They were celebrating their recent graduation. Danny's mother tells our RJ Marquez she has no idea why someone would do this to her daughter and her friends.
My worst nightmare came to reality.
Valerie Thomas says she received a call early Sunday morning, shortly after her daughter, Deanne, had been shot after a night out celebrating with her friends.
About 5 in the morning, I heard about it, but I didn't know what condition she was in.
Thomas soon learned that Deanne and one of her best friends, Kennedy Brazil.
Yo, I had a can Sprite. So at work today, right? I don't even mean to cut that off in the middle of it. So at work today, I told you they gave out these cards and stuff to all of the fathers, right? So, but to everybody else, they had these snack cards. So they went around the office all day. They had these snack cards that had like popsicles on it, bags of like skinny popcorn, all these cans of sodas and like sparkling waters and stuff. So I was like, let me get a Sprite and put it in my book bag and bring it home for later. And this shit was mad cold, and I put that shit in the freezer like an hour ago, and that shit is mad cold. That shit is mad good. But yo, peep her energy. Something is wrong with her. Hold on a second. Something is wrong with her though.
Brazil had died in the shooting.
Daughter and her friends.
My worst nightmare came to reality.
Valerie Thomas says she received a call early Sunday morning, shortly after her daughter, Deanne, had been shot after a night out celebrating with her friends.
About 5 a.m, I heard about it, but I didn't know what condition she was in.
Thomas soon learned that Deanne and one of her best friends, Kennedy Brazil, had died in the shooting near Blanco and Loop 410. Another young woman with them was also shot. Castle Hills police described the shooting as a senseless and violent act.
Something that those young ladies did not deserve. They were all 18, 19. They were all ready to start their new lives as adults.
Valerie told us her family had moved out of San Antonio, but her daughter had returned to finish school and get her diploma.
She had dreams of going to the Air Force. She was just a beautiful, happy, loving person.
Deanne was a mother herself and leaves behind a young daughter and an infant son.
I'm going to let them know how much she loved them. I'm going to let them know, that she was taking steps to secure their future.
The shooting remains under investigation, and police have not released any information on possible suspects. Valerie does not understand who would do this and is asking for the public's help.
She didn't put her hands on anybody. There's no trace of violence that can add up to the amount of bullets y'all put in her car. It's just heartbreaking and devastating to have to set up arrangements for your own children.
RJ Marquez, KSAT.
I don't know, y'all. Something ain't right with that. Something in that milk ain't clean, nah, man. Seems fishy to me. LaRon, where's your Cash App? Let me put it on the screen. My Cash App is Cookie Confidant 83, please. Me trying to get to new. You know what? No, I ain't gonna. I would never do that. I was gonna say I would be like, I'm getting evicted, but I'm too fly for that. No, I would never be evicted. I ain't never say never, but no. Too mustache too much for that. Never be evicted. Not if I can help it. Shit. There ain't no reason for me to be. I work too hard. You know what I'm saying? I work way too hard. Shit. I have a job. I have a business. It don't make no sense for me to ever be evicted on some real shit. Only if I got terminally ill and I was unable to, and then I would be on some benefits at that point. So, excuse me. That burp was good too. Yeah, that Sprite hit the spot. It really, really, really did.
I'm gon' wrap circles round you. I will wrap circles round you. I'm gon' wrap circles round you. I will wrap circles round you. I'm gon' wrap circles round you. I'm gon' wrap circles round you. I will wrap circles round you. I'm gon' wrap circles round you. LeBron on the beat, or net in the Swisher Sweets. Dutch Masters at 2 just to be complete. They want the grill, okay, nigga, get the beef when your face blast. Oh, really don't get your teeth out when they cap city, rap city, ho. You can spit fast, people know that you slow. Saying you right when we know that you won't, when we know that you don't. Yo, keep your back still. They asking for back still. Feed them rats pills, set them in the trap still. You ain't sickly, many question why you act ill. With nothing in store, tell me how you snag deals. But I know cause your prices is lower. They offer me more for the nicest to show up. I tower your shit like the Eiffel that go up. But nigga, you know what? Yo, hold up. People be wildin' and blind on my talent. You act like you don't hear this fire. You a nobody but a well-known liar. You talk too much, keep the jail phones tighter. I know your family's some well-known fighters. COVID with no lid, they spread that virus. In the pandemic, you ain't had a plan in it. Damn, now you done scamming it. This beat, I'ma cross-examine it and relay that. All my niggas ran with it on streets. I'ma take my stance on it and make sure that everybody stands on it. You alternate, and what they really want in this. I'm who they choose and you who they often get. It's up to me. I would just dispute the shit. We shoot the shit, then figure out what coup to get. Yo, I got it from beginning to the end with the flow, yelling head tight. Kill it with it, no. Put your plant in the window, let it grow. Dealt with a little bit of pain on the low. Yo, some shit will break you. I would rather break through. My verses take 1, my ad-libs take 2. Working on the EP album and a tape 2. Drop shit you can relate to. Raps in surplus while you make do. Raps amazing, I would hate too. Raps a circus trying to cage you. These raps is running in and out the same crew. Yo, LeBron is a dawn, my hand on the Quran. And them off-whites can't stand it, I'm on my exit. Reps it, even in Texas, I don't need no motherfucking necklace. Like
a lot of these male rappers, I would be richer than them too. But I'm not going to trade my happiness for that. I'm sorry. Especially when I'm richer than them, too.
Yeah. So let's see. What? Hey, hello. I'm later folk. Seems fishy. Yeah, she seemed really, really casual about it. So listen, y'all. Yeah, that's all I wanted to pretty much come and chit chat about. I thought, I honestly, truly feel that Drake's album was cool. You know what I'm saying? If you like it, you do. If you don't like it, you don't like it. But I felt like it serves its purpose and it met its mark. I felt like for the cover art, he should have had more of a fun cover art. His cover art should have been a little bit more geared towards the music that he did, and I don't know how he could have conveyed that. Maybe that's why, because for the cover art for my EP, it's like a Ferris wheel shit, but I really did that because I wanted it to be for Here We Go, and I ended up just using it for my whole package for it because I was like, fuck that. I'm not about to, because I paid $80 for that shit. Hold on, let me just, for this shit right here, for this lyric video, I paid like $120. So all right, so I paid up. So for the for the actual artwork of this, because you gotta realize, for this lyric video, the person who did the lyric video didn't create the actual picture. They just enhanced it and made it look more better. But yeah, that was the actual album artwork. That was $80, and then the lyric video was $120. Should be pricey when you want to do it. So when you want to do lyric videos and shit, and want to do it the right way, and you want professional looking shit, you got to pay money.
Here we go, I'm glad I'm doing it all. I'm glad I'm putting it down. I got this thing off the ground. It wasn't easy, yo, when they expect you to lose. And it's your choice if you choose. Keep my movement on the move. Let's go. Here we go. I take the good with the bad. I swear there's no looking back. Just focus on where I'm at. They tried to count me out. Only God knows when I'm done. I'm shining just like the sun. Until then I'm having fun. You feel me? This one goes out to those feeling hopeless. It's a struggle, that's the reason why I wrote this. But take your iPhone out and note this, and type out, turn pain into focus, and keep it moving, stay focused on your routine. Your past failed, let's get you on the new things. That past stuff don't define you. I had to drop this track to remind you. Yo, I did my best after dealing with stress. Keep fighting under pressure, it's all the test. They thought that I was done, yeah, I hear they upset. Assumed that I was finished and they probably had bets, but I just kept on working on my bars, yo. I went from mixtape straight into song mode. Now my CD's got a barcode, all my tracks on iTunes you can download. But yo, this for y'all who persevere, who did it all alone with no person there. Don't even be mad, don't curse or swear, cause the good thing about it is you're prepared. I learned a lesson through the depression. I had to cross people out, yeah, I made corrections. Y'all could count me out, cause I count on me. I'm in a brand new place where I'm proud to be. Let's go. Here we go, I'm glad I'm doing it all. I'm glad I'm putting it down. I got this thing off the ground. It wasn't easy, yo, when they expect you to lose. And it's your choice if you choose. Keep my movement on the move. Let's go. Here we go. I take the good with the bad. I swear there's no looking back. Just focus on where I'm at. They tried to count me out. Only God knows when I'm done. I'm shining just like the sun. Until then I'm having fun. You feel me? It's a real cold world that we living in. But stay strong, don't let them see you giving in. Cause people laugh at the hell that you living in. And make jokes when your options is limited. And be the ones telling you what's up. Only come around when they use you up. And that's the reason you ain't really got nothing. That's not your real friends and I'm not fronting. The difference between me and the competition, they rely on crews and I'm self-sufficient. Yeah, I cut people off when I had suspicion. I just felt bad vibes in my intuitions. But I'm up, I don't care if you down. I swam through deep water when you prayed I drowned. Took flights out of town, never stayed around. And thank God when the plane lands safe on ground. But this for my people living with restrictions. Going hard trying to kick addictions. You could do it here, my conviction. This is true story, we don't deal with fiction. Let the song lift you up, take this as a keepsake. You deserve it all, don't deal with cheapskates. LeBron on the track, yo, it's more than just he say. My first week I need it like it's Jordan release date. Girl, forward me the voicemail. Give me a couple of years, I guarantee the voice sell. You're a trip, how you forward me the voicemail? Give me a couple of years, I guarantee the voice sell. Girl, forward me the voicemail. Give me a couple of years, I guarantee the voice sell. And when your voice sell, and I'm doing well, gon' wish you wasn't whining, complaining, I'm in the door. Hey yo, some tried to lock it, but they could not stop it. Pop the dead bow. I'm hotter than these dudes when I'm dead broke. Pray not to be broke dead. So my nieces, nephews, and fam tell stories on how they broke bread through the toll booth in the Bentley. Go ahead, them haters wonder, do we really own that? Worrying about what I boast, yo, they be so mad and they be on my shit. Damn, I come through, they memorize the whole tag. Put on for my city like Young GZ. Initially, from the jump start, now they wanna jump charts, drop good originals like KFC. I get the coupe, customize and throw on the wing. And I'm from uptown, baby, little ways from the Apollo. And you don't get twitted, credit them hollows follow. But not that, girl, forward me the voicemail. Give me a couple of years, I guarantee the voice sell. Girl, forward me the voicemail. Give me a couple of years, I guarantee the voice sell. You're a trip, how you forward me the voicemail? Give me a couple of years, I guarantee the voice sell. Girl, forward me the voicemail. Give me a couple of years, I guarantee the voice sell. And when your voice sell, and I'm doing well, gon' wish you wasn't whining, complaining, I'm in the door. And you know I don't need a fancy dish, just let them anthems rip. No exec producing, there's a problem, Houston. Open to criticism, but I got my own direction. If I songwrite, then I want up in that section. You need to foil me with royalties. I spruced up your quarterlies, girls that wanna eat their cake too. They wanna order me, nice and smooth shit. I can slide with dude chick and kiss her ass ease, put her at ease when she suck. I see some getting money chicks in a Yukon truck. I peep these Tahoes, trying floss in the Tahoe. 760 black on chrome. It's the black man wheels, get a black man dome. Yo, when thirsty dudes run in your crib, let's see who really got the juice. Never forget the name you rockin' to, Laurent. But not that, girl, forward me the voicemail. Give me a couple of years, I guarantee